Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's just going to be a quick get ready with me video. I have a few errands to run today, so I'm not really doing anything special or fantastic. And I wanted to try the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro-Matte makeup. I have not tried this yet, so I thought I'd give it a try today. It is supposed to be it is supposed to be a demi-matte finish. It's supposed to wear up to 24 hours, supposed to have medium coverage with an air-light texture. It says it's never dull, never flat, long-lasting demi-matte finish for oil control. And I got the color in Classic Ivory number 101. So we will see how I like this. So as always, my eyebrows are already done. My hair is up out of the way just to create more volume. If you want to see how I get more volumized hair, I have a video on that as well. So today we're going to start off with the eyes first. And I'm going to go in with a damp beauty sponge and conceal my eyes using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I'm just going to take that and sloppily put it on my eyes and blend it out all the way up to my brows. And I also make sure I get it in my inner corner here because my inner corners get pretty dark. Then I'm going to go in with MAC's Pro Shaping Powder in Emphasize, and I'm going to dust that over my eyelids with a Sigma tapered highlighting brush, the F35. And this will just create a smoother base for blending out your eyeshadows. And today for my transition shade, I'm going to use the Tarte Lip Palette, and I'm going to use the color Force of Nature right up here. And I'm using a Morphe M505 brush. And I'm just going to put this in the crease and a little on the lid. You always want to start out with a transition shade, and the best thing to do is grab a shade that's 1 to 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone. And this will just make all of your eyeshadows blend much more smooth. Then I'm going to go in with a Sigma E25 brush and take that same color Force of Nature, and I just want this to be a little bit darker. I wasn't getting the color payout with that brush so easily. And I'm just applying this in the outer corner of my lid, in the crease, and bringing it down somewhat onto the lid, out near the outer corner. Now I want to darken that up just a tad, so I'm not sure what color I want to go in with. I'm going to go in with the Morphe 35W palette. I think it's 35 Warm is what it stands for. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here at the top. And go in with that same Sigma E25 brush. And just put that over what I just did. Darkening it up, especially in the crease area. And just darkening that up and sticking it mainly towards the crease and outer corner. Now I'm going to go in with the color Shimma Shimma by Makeup Geek. Ah! Whew, that was going to break. And using a Sigma E55, it's just a little flat, fluffy, somewhat dense brush. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. And then I'm actually going to take some of that on the Sigma E55, and I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. And let me put that on the center just to give it a little bit more of a shine. And maybe just all over the lid. A little bit. Then I'm going to go back in with the Sigma E25 brush that I laid down all of that shadow with. And after this dries, I'm going to go and blend out the edges. And I'm going to deepen up that crease just a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Frappe and the same Sigma E25 brush and just lightly put that on the outer corner and a little bit into the crease, but not all the way over. Just keep it on the outer part of the crease, just to give that area a little bit more depth. And just go back in with that Morphe M505 brush and kind of blend things out just a little bit more on the outer edges. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that mess under the bottom if there's any fallout. And I always like my concealer to be fresh, so even the concealer that's on the bottom that we're going to replace anyways, I like to wipe it off. And for primer, of course, as always, I'm going to use the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is my favorite primer for oily skin. It actually doesn't claim to help with oily skin, but it does. So if you're looking for a good primer and you happen to have oily skin, I definitely recommend giving this a try. It's actually great for all skin types. I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over my face. Whew, I put a lot. Whoops. Okay, and going with the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, I'm going to do one half of my face with a beauty sponge and the other half of my face with a flat kabuki brush. This is a Sigma F80. We will see which one applies better. And I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand, and we'll start on this side. Just dot that on my face. And on this side, I'll use the brush. Whew. This color definitely might be a little too light. I have that problem a lot lately. And now we'll go in on the other side with the damp beauty sponge and see which side looks better. It's blending out nicely. I'm not having any issues with this so far, other than maybe the color. It is too light, but that's okay for today. As far as which application I like better, I definitely like the sponge application better. There are parts of my texture up here against my hairline that I didn't even know I had. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with the sponge. Yeah, I definitely like the application with the sponge better. So far, I don't have any problems with it. I definitely like the sponge application better than the brush. I think it just looks nicer. There's not a whole lot of difference, but I like that better. As far as the air-light texture that it claims, it does feel very lightweight on my skin while still providing the medium coverage that it claims. And it's definitely a matte finish, which I like because I have very oily skin. And so it claims to be 24-hour wearing. So I'm going to try to wear this I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours. But I will see how it holds up throughout the day for as long as I wear it. And we'll go ahead and continue with the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna start by highlighting and concealing areas of my face with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the color Radiant Rose. I always say that. Why do I need to stop doing that, like seriously. A little bit of concealer into my eyes and a little bit of Prep and Prime just to brighten things up a little bit more since I am so pale. And then go ahead and blend that out with a sponge. And then the same on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And as well with the Radiant Rose. Then I'm going to go in and set everything with a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to take my damp sponge and go directly into that. I'm going to start under the eyes because they will crease first. And then everywhere else as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and warm up the edges of my face using Then I'm going to go ahead and warm up the edges of my face using Laura Mercier's bronzer in the color 2 and a Morphe M527 brush. And just going to bring back some warmth and a little bit of color to this washed out ghost face that I've just created. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring back some dimension into my face using Sephora's Contour in the color Tranquil, number 26. It is a gray, cool tone color, and since I'm so pale, that's what works best for me. And I'm going to use the NARS Ita Ida brush. I love this because it just creates a sharp edge. And I just go ahead and take the edge of it into my cheekbones. And take it flat against my jawline. And then the edge of it down my nose. I went way too ham over there. Holy moly. And then up towards my brows. This isn't the best brush for that, but I just make do with it. And I don't like the way that brush blends out, so I go ahead and blend it out with a Morphe M523 brush. I could just go in with this, but I don't know. I like the NARS brush. And it just creates the look of a nice shadow right there. And down my chin, or down on the edge of my, and on my jawline. And to blend out the nose contour, I use a Morphe E21 brush. It's got this little slant on it right here. And I just blend that down and out. For blush today, I'm going to use Tarte's Amazon Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Party. It's Paarty. I just felt really weird saying that. I have actually never really looked to see what that's been, I've never looked to see what that was called, and that was weird. I'm going to go ahead and apply that with a Morphe E4 brush. This is my favorite blush brush. And I don't think I've ever used this blush before, so we'll see. I'm just going to apply that. It's a nice color, very pigmented. Very, very pigmented, so it's definitely easy to go overboard with this. I'm going to blend that out using a Morphe stippling brush. Then for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use, of course, as always, Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Pearl, and using a Morphe M501 brush. I'd show you the Pearl highlight, but it's falling apart and it'll just fall all over the place. I've been too mean to it. Highlight above my cheekbones. Center my nose a little bit on a Cupid's bow. And then for highlight on under my brow bone, I'm going to use MAC's satin eyeshadow in the color Shroom. And with the Morphe M213 brush, I'm going to put that under my brows. Then using a Morphe E36 brush, I'm going to take that Shimma Shimma color from earlier, and I'm going to bring that down on my lower lash line in the center and the inner corner. And so I'm basically just wrapping around the shadow that we put on the lid all the way into the inner corner and down right in that little area right there. And on the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Force of Nature from that Tarte lip palette from earlier. And with Morphe E36 brush, I'm going to blend this out a little bit under on my lower lash line. And then taking Shimma Shimma on that same brush and get a little sparkle, a little shimmer everywhere underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes real quick before I apply some mascara. Not gonna do any eyeliner today. And I completely forgot to spray my brush with setting spray to get that to pop a little bit more right there, so I'm doing that real fast. Now I'm going to apply mascara using MAC's Extended Play Gig Black Lash for my upper and my lower lashes today. And I'm going to apply false lashes, so my upper lashes don't need to be completely perfect. We just don't want them to stand out against the black false lashes. For lashes today, I'm going to use the House of Lashes Wispy from their mini collection. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on real quick. Alright, so now that my lashes are on, I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to line my lips using NYX lip liner in the color Natural. I pretty much use this every single time to line my lips, but whatever. Then I'm going to apply Clinique's Chubby Stick Intense Moisturizing Lip Color Balm in the color Curviest Caramel number 1. And I'm just going to Oh my gosh, that is so, yeah, that is moisturizing. Yeah, that is nice. I'm not so sure that I'm in love with this blush for this makeup look, so I'm going to add a little bit of Warm Soul on top of that from MAC. Just to give it a little bit more of a peachy look rather than a straight up pink look. Alright guys, that is it for my makeup today. I'm just going to go ahead and set my face using the Model in a Bottle makeup setting spray. I just recently started using this and I'm really liking it so far. But I'm not going to do it on camera because I look absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face and I will be right back. Alright, so so far I really like this L'Oreal Infallible Pro-Matte Foundation. It applied nicely. I definitely liked it better with the sponge than with the brush. But it definitely is a matte color. It is too light for my skin, but that's fine for today. So far, I have no complaints about this whatsoever. It has kept up with all of its claims so far. So it claims to be 24-hour wearing. I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours. I have no intention of ever wearing makeup for 24 hours, but I will wear this for as long as I can today and see how it holds up, and I will talk about it in a hits and misses video that's coming soon. I really have high hopes for this because I have really oily skin, and so far I love it, so if I decide to keep this, I'm definitely getting it in a darker color. But I love it so far. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you subscribe so I can see you in my next video. Bye guys.